Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, and in this video, I'm gonna let you guys know about an awesome free game available at Humble. Actually, awesome may be a bit overboard, but I do think, personally, it's a great game. Kind of had mixed opinions, but I want to let you guys know about that. Also want to talk about a very interesting statement coming over from Square Enix CEO in regards to PC gaming and Square Enix move on to PC, and more on that in a little bit. But first, let's talk about the free game. You guys seem to really appreciate whenever I mention free games, and right now, Humble is giving out free copies of the game Homefront for the next 2 days. Now, Homefront is a very interesting first-person shooter. I remember when this game was released, I believe it was back in 2010. I was still in high school, and there was a lot of hype surrounding Homefront. I remember people were talking about this being the next big first-person shooter, and I was the one that was being kind of tentative about it, and I was just like, yeah, I don't know if this game's gonna compete with like Call of Duty, but it does look like a very interesting game. Turned out it released. The $60 price point was a little bit high for it, given the fact that the single player campaign was so short, and then the multiplayer was good, albeit a little bit generic. And then I eventually finally checked out the game at a discount, and the single player campaign, while very short, it is really, really good, and it's a very unique as a first person shooter in terms of storytelling. I like to compare the single player of Homefront to a game like Spec Ops The Line. Spec Ops The Line, without a doubt, has the better single player campaign. I don't want to say Homefront is of that quality level, but it is a very good single player campaign. Like I said, the only issue is that you can beat it in like 3 hours, incredibly short. And then the multiplayer on PC, it's probably not very active anymore, so that's kind of a problem, but the fact that it is free may boost the player base by quite a bit. If all of you guys check it out and hop online, there's probably gonna be some people online if enough people pick up Homefront, and it's absolutely free. Typically goes for $20. During a Steam sale, it's like $5, but absolutely free right now. At the very least, check out Homefront for that quality single player campaign. I think a lot of you guys are gonna enjoy that. There is a sequel called Homefront The Revolution. That game wasn't all too good, so don't even really bother with that. Also, parlaying with the free copy of Homefront, Homefront is a Deep Silver game, and right now Humble is running a pretty big Deep Silver sale for 48 hours. A lot of great deals here, and remember that if you are a Humble monthly subscriber, you get an additional 10% off everything. I just want to cover some of the highlight deals real quick. The Metro Redux bundle is only $6, $5.40 if you're a Humble monthly subscriber. That is a great deal. Metro 2033 and Last Light are fantastic first-person shooters, and with Metro Exodus on the way, supposed to be released in 2018, now is a great time to check out the 2 Metro games. Saints Row the Third for Humble monthly subscribers is $3.36, a little bit more expensive if you're not a subscriber. Saints Row 4 Game of the Century Edition is $3.60, and there's a couple other good deals. If you want to give that sale a deeper look when you pick up your free copy of Homefront, be my guest, and if you have any questions about the games, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll try to respond ASAP. Oh, and one more thing, Agents of Mayhem also has a pretty deep discount, down to $20. Looks like that game was a bit of a flop. It released back in August. Looks like not a lot of people checked that game out. Kind of unfortunate, but the game isn't of that high of a quality anyway. So just wanted to talk about that real quick, but make sure you pick up your free copy of Homefront. Like I've said in these recent free games videos, if you don't spend a dime on a PC game, you can still amass a quality PC game library legally just by picking up all of these free games, because they are giving out some amazing free titles recently. Ubisoft is giving out Assassin's Creed 4 on, I believe, December 12th. Made a video on that. You've got Homefront. We've had titles such as Shadow Warrior be given out, and these are great games. Some better than others. I would say AC4 and a game like Shadow Warrior are better than Homefront, but Homefront is a good game in its own right. Also, I want to talk about something that the Square Enix CEO, Yosuke Matsuda, said, and it was on PC Gaming, and kind of giving us a hint on whether or not Kingdom Hearts 3 and the Final Fantasy VII Remake will arrive to PC, which I personally think they will, but here's the quote from him. There's definitely that variation between different regions. That is true. Our basic thought for Japanese development studios and for our Western development studios like Eidos Montreal, we've got games being made in London at Crystal Dynamics. We all basically follow the idea that we want people everywhere around the world to enjoy our games, so the basic policy is that we want to have all our games on every platform as far as possible. He continued by saying, we think PC is essential. Now, back when I got into PC gaming, back in like 2011, 2012, PC didn't have many great Japanese games. They just wouldn't come to PC. You didn't have games like the latest Final Fantasy titles. You didn't have a lot of the Bandai Namco titles. Japanese developers just strayed away to PC. It wasn't a market that they really accepted, but that has definitely changed throughout the years. You see so many Japanese developers put out their games on PC, and that's great. PC gamers have even more option, and now we do know that Final Fantasy 15 is coming to PC in early 2018, and that's great. However, we don't have confirmation on Kingdom Hearts 3 and the Final Fantasy VII Remake. I think this statement pretty much confirms that those two games will come to PC at some point. With the FF7 Remake, that was announced as a PlayStation 4 launch exclusive, but they wouldn't specify that it was a launch exclusive if it wasn't coming to other platforms down the line, and it makes sense for that game to release on PC at some point. Same with Kingdom Hearts 3. The only issue with Kingdom Hearts 3 is let's get some of those Kingdom Hearts collections on PC. PC has never seen a Kingdom Hearts game, and yeah, while you can play them through emulators and things like that, we haven't actually seen those games appear on Steam. And now that we have titles like the Final Fantasy X and X-2 HD Remaster on PC, I presume that at some point that Final Fantasy XII Zodiac Age will be arriving to PC. If they released FF10 on PC, I don't see why they wouldn't release that on PC. They've released games such as the Dragon's Quest Builders games that I never foresaw coming over to PC. And if they're putting games like those out, I'm sure that Kingdom Hearts 3 and the Final Fantasy VII Remake will at some point hit PC. It's just that it does suck that we have to wait this long for these games to come out. Final Fantasy 15 released on consoles back in late 2016, and we've had to wait a year and a half to get the game on PC, while it probably will be the definitive version. That does kind of suck. Hopefully, as Square Enix and their Japanese studios bring more and more games over to PC, we can see day-and-day releases with the console version. How awesome would it be if Final Fantasy 16 came out on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC on the same day? That'd be great, but I don't know if that reality is going to be in the near future. You still got studios like Rockstar, you know, Red Dead Redemption 2 is going to be on PS4 and Xbox One. Hopefully it hits PC down the line, but no confirmation at this point. That's going to wrap up this video, guys. As always, thanks for watching. Make sure you check out that free copy of Homefront, a very good game that went pretty under the radar, and now it's an older game, so a lot of you guys probably have never heard about it. I'd recommend you to check that out. Check out the sales that Humble is running right now, and let me know your thoughts on Square Enix and their stance on PC gaming. Do you see Kingdom Hearts 3 and the Final Fantasy VII Remake coming to PC at some point? I think it's a foregone conclusion, and it's not an if, but a matter of when. And if you have a request for a future video, you can leave that in the comments as well, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.